Hello, everyone. Oh my gosh, thank you so much for watching the show today, and thank you so very much for tuning in. This is the AllBrands show, and we've got a little bit of a different show, I think, today. We're going to be going live to somewhere on location. So in case you don't know, Everything Embroidery Market is starting up tomorrow in Biloxi, Mississippi. So if you're in the area, we will be there. We will have a booth. So take a look, and we'll be showing you kind of a sneak preview of what we've got going on over there. So before we continue, let's go ahead and say hello to some folks over in the comments. We've got Veronica from Alabama. Hello, Veronica. So good to see you. Stephen Norma Coffin from San Marcos, California. Great to see you guys again, as always. Carol, greetings. Oh my gosh, greetings from Arizona. So good to see you. Beth from Ohio. We've got Mary Ann Doty from Cocoa, Florida. That's awesome. Oh, I love that name. Nancy Gonzalez over from Puerto Rico. And Phil Beck says, second dose of Angela today. Yes, surprise. We will have Angela Wolff on the show later today. Very excited about that. Terry from AllBrands Lafayette. Howdy. How's it going? So good to see y'all. And we got Linda over in Texas as well. And Chantel from Virginia. So hey, everybody. Thank you so much. Oh, and Barbara Jones over in Houston again. Hello, Barbara Jones. Great to see you again, as always. So we've got a pretty jam-packed show today, so I will keep it super brief, but we will have our $100 AllBrands gift card giveaway at the end of the show, like we always do. So don't forget to like this video. Go ahead and leave us a comment. Subscribe to our YouTube channel if you are watching on YouTube, or share this video if you're watching on Facebook, and those will all enter you in to the $100 gift card giveaway. And we also have another giveaway going on. The winner is going to be announced next week for this one, though. We have a Brother ScanNCut that we will be giving away. It is the SDX225F for those of you that are curious. And we have a jot form link down in the description of this video for that giveaway. So if you would like to enter in to win that incredible ScanNCut machine, go ahead and click the link down below. And without further ado, I think we can go ahead and bring on our first guest today. And she's someone you recognize, obviously. Let's go ahead and bring in Barbara.
Wait, where did
Barbara,
she go?
There? Oh my gosh. Hi.
I'm so excited. Oh my gosh. Hey,
so great.
Hey, everyone that's watching. We're so excited. We're at Everything Embroidery Market in Biloxi, Mississippi. It's going to be going on Friday and Saturday. We have 60 months 0% financing on Brothers, Juki, and Bernina machines, with some amazing specials and incredible prices at the show. The beach is beautiful. And oh my gosh, there's so many great folks around. So anyway, yes, we're so excited.
It's a little chaotic over there. Y'all are setting up the booth, right?
Yes.
Awesome.
Yes, and I have a very dear friend with me today, Coleen Swettman. So we're going to be teaching some classes throughout the 2 days. I think you have, do you have the information on those, Kelly?
Yes. Okay. So we do have a little class schedule. So this is what it's looking like for Everything Embroidery Market this weekend. So tomorrow, September 10th at 1 p.m., Coleen will be doing 10 Needle 101. And then we've got 2 other classes going on Saturday as well. We have one at 9 a.m. with Marilyn, patch making. She's gonna be going over all to do with patch making. And at noon, we've got Cutting Up with the Brothers ScanNCut with our very own Courtney Douthat. So it is going to be jam-packed. There's so much going on, and I'm so excited about it.
I just saw a friend of ours passing through. Mia, hi, how are you? Come on in. Hi. Hey. This is Mia.
Hello. How are you all?
She's a guest, but a dear friend of AllBrands, and she's going to be taking classes. So what do you think about the show this year?
I think the show is going to be awesome. I found a lot of classes that I'm interested in, but then I also saw that you guys are going to be teaching a number of classes. There's the 10 needle class that you have, as well as the Brothers ScanNCut that's going to be taught, and I believe one about patches as well, correct? If I'm not mistaken.
Yeah.
Yes, so those are going to be some awesome classes for anyone who's interested. I think this is great, especially with us all coming out of COVID. and not being able to have anything,
Yeah.
and to be able to get together and do this again
In real life.
in real life. Virtual is great, but it's something about hands-on and in person. So I am extremely happy to be here and excited about getting started.
Well, it's always so good to see you,
You
Mia.
too. You too. Have a good one.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Okay, so we're going to switch over really quick to Coleen Swettman, and I'll hand her the microphone.
Awesome.
Hi. Whoops.
Howdy.
Almost dropped the mic. That would not be good. Hi, and welcome. You know, we have some really fun things to show you today. I'm going to just start by showing you some fun samples, because that always gets people interested. You know, you've heard about the 10 needle and you've heard about the 6 needle, and a lot of times people think of them as scary, but they're not scary. They're your best friend. So the difference between your 6 needle and your home machine is that when you want that next thread color, it's already there and all ready to go. So it threads just as easily, but it's already got the thread in place. So let's look at a couple of things. I'm going to grab this guy because this is this new, it's really, really hard to work with sportswear. It's really super stretchy. And both the adults and the children love it. But look at the gorgeous, gorgeous embroidery and how beautiful. I'm going to step real close to the camera because that is just so beautifully digitized and stitched. And that was a design just right off of the machine. So you have to see how wonderfully that did. Now, this one, let's see, I'm going to pull myself in a little closer.
I gotcha.
What's fun about these is, of course, with the free arm. Oh, there we go. With the free arm, you know, if you tried to do this on your home machine, it's what I call a vocabulary enhancing experience. That means you're using words you shouldn't be using. And with the PR, of course, it just hoops right on, goes right on through the neck hole, and you don't have any fight or battle with the back side of it. So that's the advantage of that PR machine. The threading and the fact that you can just hoop anything and you don't have to worry about what the bottom side of it's going to do. So thank you. I've got a lovely assistant here. She's showing me, Mia stepped over here to help, so that's even cooler. So this is just a little zipper bag like we send to school. This one's for my granddaughter so she can keep track of her drawing pencils. And it's nice to have something on it. Maybe not her name, but still something that's important to her. She loves wolves. And so this is an easy way for her to know it's hers. And you know, you can buy these at any of the markets, so those are handy to come by. Now, this one, this is a secret trick, so I'm going to show you this. I have my name on this one, but I put my name on afterwards. So this was a custom-made bag that was a gift. And afterwards, I wanted to put my name on it, so I was able to do that because I have a free arm machine. Now notice that it is perfect on the angle, and that's really important because if it's not perfect, you know how it looks. So in a minute, I'm going to show you how to make all of your designs perfect every time. And that's worth a lot to you, I think. Let me show them that great big one. Now, if I stepped inside this, you could see how big it is. This is a gigantic laundry bag that I got for my grandson. So it's a cool, big, humongous thing, but with these hoops and with this free arm machine, it's just a simple task to do that. And we don't have to show that. We'll just go on. So I do want to show you something really fun on the machine. So we're going to just touch the machine. And I pulled up a design here. It's a little dinosaur. And he's all straight. But if she can pull in enough on, my lovely cameraman can pull in enough on the hoop, you will see that I really just did a pathetic job of hooping, and that my pocket that I want this over, because it's a pocket topper, is crooked in the hoop. So it's really going to look bad if I don't do something about it. So here's what I can do. And, so it's pretty easy. You're just going to touch edit in. This is right there, perfect. And over here, there's a little icon with a square in it. And when you touch that, it's asking you how you would like to line it up. Do you want to line it up from the bottom, the top, the sides? There's 9 different match points. So I would like mine to line up at the bottom because I'm matching above a pocket. So I'm going to just choose that one and touch next. And then I'm going to let it go horizontally because that's the length of my design.
And I'm going to touch next. And there is right here on my fabric a laser crosshair. And all I have to do is just move it with this little arrow. And I don't know if you can see that or not, but it is actually just moving that little laser crosshair so that center point is right on my drawn line.
I think we can get the close-up camera on the secondary camera.
Okay.
Right here.
Cool. Because this is pretty impressive to me, because I don't always hoop things real well, and now that the machine fixes it for me, it makes me really, really happy. So there we go. Now the next thing I'm going to do, it says next. So I've got it, the points match. I'm going to touch next. And now you can see the angle is wrong because I put in there wrong. Just, I did it wrong. So here we go. Now I've moved it up. Now I'm going to touch set. And when I touch set, if you look at the big screen, and you see the big screen now, you will be able to see that my dinosaur is at a 6-degree angle to match up for my pathetic hooping. So my dinosaur is going to be absolutely perfect. And I have right down, there it is, thank you, Mia. Here I have one that I've stitched out so you can see it. In the wrong direction, there we go. And it is above a pocket. And this pocket has piping on it, so if you make a mistake, everybody in the entire world will know that you made the mistake. But fortunately, I didn't make the mistake because my machine helped me. So I'm so in love with that feature. So this guy is the newest kit on the market. He came out in August, I believe, and he's just been a hard worker. I wanted to show you this because this guy is, it's heavy enough leather to be a belt leather. And you can see that it embroidered on it just beautifully. Now, don't get silly and make real dance designs on leather because it'll punch holes in it. Leather can't heal. But you can do some beautiful open work designs, and you can do some outlines of letterings, and you can get just some amazing, amazing looks on this thick leather. And this is at least a 2mm, possibly a 3mm. Beautiful. So one of the things that I really love about this guy is, again, these bags. I love to do bags, like tote bags and backpacks and things like that. And you know, sometimes people don't want their kids' names on it, sometimes they do, but if you put something that's special and unique, then they can always identify it as their own. And what happens is when my kids would lose something, somebody else would recognize it because of the logo was special, and it would get returned to them. So I always thought that was pretty cool. So that's what we have there. Now, both of the machines we're talking about today, the 6 and the 10 needle, have the ability to do caps. And I wanted you to see this beautiful, beautiful snapback cap. These are a little hard to do on some machines, but on this guy, he's just gorgeous every single time. And it has the laser placement that I showed you, and you can use the laser to get it absolutely perfect. And then I wanted mine rotated a little bit so he looked like he was running away, because I actually saw a turtle this morning driving here. There was a good-sized turtle on the road, and I had to swerve so I wouldn't hit him. I thought about picking him up, but I didn't. And then here's another one, and this one is, I added lettering to it just because it's for a tour group. But isn't that fun? So here we added some lettering. And again, this is a snapback. There's also a flat brim. There's a regular cap driver. Caps, and if you hear all the noise going on around us, it's because it's setup day at the Everything Embroidery Show.
Yeah.
So there's lots of stuff going on around us, so you might want to come see us.
So I see Angela Wolff in the background, maybe.
Hey,
Yes.
Angela.
But she may not be ready yet. Hey, Callie.
Angela's here. I think we can go ahead and bring her in if she's ready.
All
Angela,
right.
give us a thumbs up if you're ready. Awesome. Oh my gosh, you guys, this is a jam-packed show. Look at this.
Oh my gosh, I'm so excited to see what's going on there. I wish I was there.
We wish you were here too. It's fun.
We'll do a walkthrough pretty soon.
Yeah.
Yeah, so we have some. Do you remember Mia? She's backstage helping us right now, and a bunch of fun folks are here that we all know and love. And there's just tons of embroidery fun and everything. Come say hey to Angela, Mia.
There's blanks,
Hello,
threads.
Angela. How are you? How you doing?
Nice to see you again. We really do wish you were here. I would love to have seen you in person.
In Houston.
Oh,
Wonderful.
Yes.
awesome.
Hi, Coleen.
Hi. Angela, I heard that you have I know that you have a luminaire in your studio, and you have some really cool stuff to show us today on that, right? Because
Yes.
we love to learn.
I do. I have the luminaire. I actually have one set up for sewing and one set up for embroidery. But since you're in an embroidery area, right? Isn't this for embroidery businesses where you're at, or kind of like that's what the goal is?
Yes.
Yeah.
So,
It is.
Colleen's going to teach a class on embroidery.
It's called PR 10. It's called PR 101. So just come and learn all the wonderful things that you could do if you had a PR.
And wanted to start a business, maybe.
Can you
Or
still,
just want to have one. Yeah, they're so much fun.
can people still come and sign up for that class, Coleen?
Yes, I think so.
Oh, that's
Yes.
good to know. A lot of the Wolf Pack came over, and I want them to know, hey, for those of you that can make it to the show,
Yes. And the water
Yes.
is perfect. The beach is beautiful.
It's
And
amazing.
The weather is
The
nice.
beach is amazing. It's white. Oh my gosh.
It's fantastic. Yes, everyone. So if you haven't registered yet and you still want to hop on over to Biloxi to Everything Embroidery Market, we have a link over to pre-register, I believe, in the description of this video. If it's not there and I'm mistaken, I will link it for you in the chat.
Guess what else we're doing? We're going to give away a ScanNCut.
Oh yeah. I knew
Really?
that.
No big deal. Just a ScanNCut.
I didn't know that.
Casual.
We have been showing the ScanNCut lately. I have to tell you, on the Brother Sews on our live show, and the things that thing can do are. Do you have the new rotary blade? Are you selling that? Because
Yes, we are.
So
We're teaching
cool.
a class on that too.
very, very cool. So, by the way, I was thinking of that place because I'm a big, we're all into business, and at that place, once you buy your 10 needle or your 6 needle or your luminaire, but I would think if you're going into business, you want the 6 or the 10. There are so many things. Do they have blanks that you can purchase because you can embroider on towels? I'm actually embroidering on some kids' masks because it didn't matter that it had embroidery holes. It's just more for decoration. But you can embroider on so many things and make some money before the holidays, but not to mention for gifts for your family and friends.
Now's the time to start working on those. That's perfect.
So I have a question. Have you shown has she shown the fabulous new features that are also on the 10 needle, but that you can do for quilting that's embroidery? We call it quilt embroidery.
Well, we were just not
yet.
we were just showing the new laser on the PR680W, new for 2022, 6 needle from Brother. It's very exciting.
Super, super cool. I don't know which one I like both. I mean, I love the 10 needles, but that new laser light really seals the deal on that 6 needle.
The solution is obvious. You just get one of each.
There you go.
There it is. There it is.
Is it so? Hey, wait, Barbara, are you running anything like buy one get one free or anything like that?
Oh man, I wish. But the prices are so low. It's basically yes, yeah. It's basically the best deal that you will get on these machines because we have 60 months. You can pick an extra on it, and it has the full manufacturer's warranty when you purchase these machines. And we could be your warranty center for that. So yes, we're really excited. But guys, there's a link in the description of this video. And if you're here, you can register to win tomorrow and Saturday a ScanNCut SDX 225F. So click that link, get registered for a chance to win. Don't miss out on this.
So does the show officially open tomorrow?
Yes.
Okay.
So the noise you hear is they're setting up the booth right behind us. on both sides.
It's exciting.
It's busy.
I can't wait for Houston. This is a good.
Yes.
I was thinking, wait, I know we have to talk about there, but I'm really excited about Houston. Like less than what, a month and 2 weeks? Well, okay, a month plus 2 weeks. Last I checked, but only 6 weeks away. And we're gonna be doing the same thing, except that's for 4 days.
Yeah. So
Nice.
Angela, what have you been up to with your embroidery career?
So I have a couple of things I want to share with you if you have a minute, because number one, the magnetic hoop is absolutely my favorite. Now this was from the Luminaire from last year, and now Coleen probably has the new hoop, new smaller ones and all the extras, but I just have the one from the Luminaire that's so big I can embroider sleeves in. But have you seen it yet? Do you want me to give you a quick look?
Yeah.
Okay, I'll show you that. And then I was doing some quilt sashing. So 2 big things, but let me take you over to that table. Oops, wrong one. There's my machine. Nope, not that one. Here you go. All right, let me lighten that up a little bit.
We'll make you full screen.
There you go. Okay, so you know, Barbara, how much I love lace. And I was thinking for a lot of people that want to go into an embroidery business or they want to make some money, lace is so easy to embroider, but also this stuff is very inexpensive, the tool. Now, you pay more for the stabilizer, which I know you have in your shop there, some water-soluble stabilizer. I'm sure, Barbara, you have a good deal on that too, right? I'm just going to go with yes. So if you haven't seen the new magnetic frames, these are amazing, and now they have another size, which you might love. So this is what it looks like. This is from Brother, and this one fits into the Luminaire. The one for the 10 needle and the 6 needle look a little bit different, but you'll get the same idea because this is my baby. This is what I work on. All right, so you have all these little magnet pieces. Don't lose them. Actually, I almost lost one, and I was so upset, and of course, I walked around and some pins stuck to it, so I was fine. So this, I'm just taking a piece here. I'm doing some more lace. Isn't that beautiful? But you could do this for an applique. You can add this to towels. You could add this, in fact, something like this over the masks that I was working on, some little kids masks, might be nice. I don't like to put a lot of holes in the mask, so that's why I have to be a little careful what I'm doing. It's more for decoration, but definitely home deck gifts. So you can lay your fabric out. Oh, I just love this. So you have some big magnets and you have some small ones. The best part is while you're working on a project, you can keep moving things down. Now the 10 needle makes this really slick, but I'll just walk you through both. So here you go. You just slide this to the end and it snaps. It has an arrow telling you which way this goes. Like you can do this so easily, but whatever you're working on, just lay it flat and it captures it. Here you go. There's the side and here's the side. Do you notice how flat this is? And I'll make sure that, let's see, there you go. This is so flat. So now my fabric's a little puckered because I've been working on it, but ignore that. All right, then you have these little pieces and these just slide in and they slide into each side. If you screw one of them up, you just take this off and you can do this again. Now, if you're working on something large, like a quilt, or maybe you're working on a thick garment, which is usually what I'm doing, this will slide right over that thick fabric with no problem. And there you go. Look at that. How fast was that? All right, and the back side, you can see how flat this is. It's sturdy. And again, the 10 needle looks a little bit different, but it's still a similar process. Now, on the Luminaire, when I want to change things around, I have to lift off a couple of these. I actually take the frame off of the machine. With the 10 needle, you can leave the frame on the machine, which is amazing. And wait till you see this. Now I'm working on some pretty fragile fabric here, so I'm not sure how this is going to pan out, but let's give it a go, right? Now if you're working on something a little sturdier, I know it would work. Take this and just slide this up. And look what happens. See how that just slides up? So if you were working on something and you didn't want to unhoop everything, you slide it up into place, however high you want to go, and then you put these magnets. As you can see, did you hear them all snapping as I'm doing this? They're like, what are you doing to me? All right, so slide this back into place. Of course, I would have stabilizer under there on a real day of this. This is kind of like fake embroidery right now. And here's another one. Now, by the way, do you notice how large this is? I could technically embroider almost my entire sleeve in this. Almost. If I had shorter arms, I definitely could get away with it. But I just love this, and it makes it so easy to use. So for the luminaire, I would move this around and slide this back into the machine. As Coleen will probably explain to you if she hasn't already, with the 10 needle, that one, you don't even have to take off the machine. It just slides. But look at how simple that is. Now, Coleen is probably going to also show you the new frame, which is a little bit smaller than this, which is so easy to do small appliques, much more maneuverable. You don't have to use all the stabilizer if you're just using like maybe doing a small towel or something like that. But this is the magnetic frame. And I know that a lot of you watching this that have the luminaire love this. If you don't, check it out. And also for the 10 and 6 needle, check out the new stuff on that too. So that is what I've been working on the magnetic frame there, Barbara. And I would love to hear what Coleen has to say about the smaller frame that is available this year, because it's awesome. Hey, Coleen.
She wants to hear what you think about the smaller frame that came out this year.
Oh, I can't talk about it yet because then everybody would need one, and I don't know if they have that many made yet. It is wonderful. It is so amazing. I have the 4x4 and the 5x7 both, and it is just incredible what it can do, and you can stuff so much in it. It's amazing how much stuff's up in there.
And you don't waste so much stabilizer too. If you're using a small project, you don't, like for this, I'm always into the big hoops because I'm embroidering a ton of stuff, but you don't always need that.
And even sometimes where I have really long, like a really long bag and I'm doing multiple embroideries, I just put a little piece and then the next little piece and the next little piece instead of a great big strip and cutting out extras. It's amazing. I love it. I'll never be without that.
So a big thing for embroidery business, Coleen, and I think you'll agree, is monograms. Monogramming, and you don't have to be just in the South to have something monogrammed. That is the biggest, that was good English, the biggest, greatest way. That is one of the best ways to make money embroidering is to monogram. And those smaller frames are awesome for that. Quick and easy to do.
You're right. And they even fit inside some of the bags. Bought some of the zipper bags and they slide right in there too. So those are great. Yeah, they do.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, well, you know me. Give it to me and I've got to test it. So yeah, a lot of the zipper bags that you buy at the stores, you can just slide that bottom in and it works great.
That's
We're teaching a class on the 10 needle tomorrow.
Come see us.
Yeah.
Yeah, come see us. We'll have all kinds of fun stuff.
So speaking of the 10 needle, I have also been working on some of the quilt sashing. I call it quilt embroidery because I'm really cheating at the quilting side. So do you want to take a look at that on my luminaire? It's very similar to the 10 needle, but I'd love to show you.
Yeah, it's almost identical.
Yeah. Okay, I'll take you over there. If I can remember what camera. There we go. Okay, so let me make this a little brighter for you. I never know like on which screen what's going to be now. Isn't it gorgeous? The luminaire, my favorite ever. And by the way, if you do buy a luminaire from AllBrands, guess what? I come in the box. Literally. Once you register your machine, you get an email and you get to take my class, which is very fun. So let me just go back because I was actually playing around in these. So when you go to embroidery, there's all these little sections that you can go to. There's so many different options, but this right here. And here are all of these different quilt sashings. And more and more. So let's just show you a couple. There's 2 colors here. And guess what? When you put this in, you can pick if you want it to, if you don't know what quilt sashing is, it's the edging around your quilt. Now, by the way, I wouldn't just use it for quilts. I've used it on garments. This one here, I can put the same measurements in, and then you end up with all these little pieces. which guess what? Those were great for the edge of bags. I would put them on the hem of jeans, the cuff of your jacket, anything like that. So let me just show you the two different variations. If I click on this, I can put in any measurement. Hold on. Wouldn't you know I left my glasses? Let me grab them. Not that I need them, but you know, just to be sure. Okay, so here, and then I can put in a measurement. It actually walks you through what you're going to do. You can also tell it what size frame you're going to be using. So there's no guessing there. I love that part. Let's just punch in, oh, I don't know. You can go all the way up to 118. I think I have mine set to millimeters. I'm not really sure. I can't remember, but don't quote me on that. But let's go to 78. All right, then it takes me to number 3. I can go anywhere from 1.18 to 3.94. It shows me that's the thickness. Let's go with 3.5. And then this, so you have the length and the width, or the width and the length, whichever way you're measuring this. And this also will go to the same measurements as this. So let's just say I wanted it to be really 78 inches this way, or 78 millimeters, I'm sorry. And then this way, you pick whatever you want. So let's go with 100. Doesn't have to be the same, but you have a pretty huge area there. Now, obviously, that's not going to all fit into one frame, right? Click next. And look at all of these designs. They're all separate now. So I save them to the memory. All right, it's saved. You can see, can you see what I've been working on? That it's really tiny, but I've been working on, let me make this big. You'll guess what this is for. Well, that's too big. Let's go with 150. I love that you could just make this bigger and bigger. What you see there is Win an Angel for our fishing team for our hats. Do you remember these lips? We did this last year for a zippered bag. I have so much stuff in my saved things. All right, squirrel. Let's go back over here. So here you have the full quilt sashing right here. I'll make this go down a little bit so you can actually see it. Or, well, this is actually, will start you at one corner, and after you embroider that, it will take you all the way around. It just automatically tells you to go to the next one. But what I really want to point out, which this is the part I just love, is look at all these little pieces. So if I found one that maybe I want to play with, there's one that's a different shape. I could duplicate that. I can use it as a design. I don't have to use it just in the area for that. So in the embroidery side, and this is very similar to the 10 needle, you have so many different options. You can move it, rotate it. When I go back here, you can actually edit. You can mirror image it. You can duplicate it, move it around. You can line it up. Let's see. Right here. I don't know what frame I ended up picking on this, but see, do you see what I'm saying? There's so many different options here. Now, this isn't something I'm actually working on right now, which is why I'm like, what would be nice here? All right, you could rotate all these different options, but let's go back to that big sashing that I showed you. So let's see, go into your memory. Oh, there it is. And did I mention, by the way, if for some reason you accidentally turn off your machine or you have to leave and you're not finished, when you turn it back on, it remembers exactly where you are. At least every time I've tried it. All right, so click set. And what it shows on here, which this is awesome, it tells me hoop your fabric like this. So I've got my whole piece, my runner or my scarf or whatever I'm working on. And it tells me, make sure that whatever see this edge here, this is what you'd be filling the sashing within. You can't even screw that up. It tells you exactly how to put it in the frame. And once you put it in the frame, it tells you this is where it's going to quilt sash. I would put my frame in, click OK, and you can actually see this from the projector on your fabric. So I don't have a frame in there right now, so it's going to say attach the embroidery frame. But as I scroll through each one of these, when it's finished, it'll go to the next one. And I can have a piece as big as you want on there using either all of the pieces, or you can do the edge of a quilt, you can do the edge of a runner. I'm actually working on a scarf right now because both sides will look nice. So you can make it any length, any width, within those dimensions I just told you, and it will embroider all the way. The best part is after it does one section, you'll have the option to move it. It shows you exactly where to put it in the hoop. Now, let's just say, and Coleen knows this, Coleen is like the expert embroiderer. I love to embroider, but I like to have it easy. So if the machine tells you, hey, move on to the next lesson, and this is how your fabric should look in the hoop, it's pretty easy to do. Pretty easy to do. So I'm going to have Coleen come back up here because it's very similar to the 10 needle. Oh, look at what she has.
So you were talking about the quilt sashing, and so I love it, but this is a tablecloth, so I thought I would just show a tablecloth with it. And since, as Angela pointed out, I can make it any size I want, this is just a nice little table topper. I have some small quilts and table mats that I've done with it, and you know, it doesn't matter. I think you're limited to what, 4.5 by 108 inches, is that right, Angela?
Yeah.
I think that's, yeah.
I couldn't remember if it was inches or centimeters, so I think it's inches.
I think in inches it's 108. So just some fun things that I did with it too. Now I want to show you something on the 10 needle, because the 10 needle has a secret program. And the reason I call it a secret program is because a lot of times people don't know it's there. It's called, I'm going to go home to the home page, and it's right down here. It's called My Design Center. And what My Design Center does is it allows you to create your own designs. So you can use something from the machine and quilt around it using My Design Center, or you can just create your own design. So this little tote bag was, and I'm dyslexic, so I always go the wrong way. Can you see the writing? I'm going to step closer. There it is. Can you see the writing? I just wrote my name on the screen and then embroidered it right directly onto the bag. Isn't that fun? Now I know it's my bag. So all you have to do is touch the My Design Center icon and take the pencil and just write your name. It's that easy. And then you just touch, I'm going to leave the color as it is, so I'm going to just touch next. And I'm going to leave it as a satin stitch. And that's an embroidery ready to stitch. It was pretty hard to do though, huh? I mean, it'd take you 5 seconds to learn that trick. So it's kind of a fun thing that you can do. In the My Design Center, you can add all kinds of things. So I wanted to show you a few fun things that you can do. Sometimes people have drawings that a child, a grandchild, a neighbor child. I'm sorry, I'm not moving. There we go. This is strictly right straight out of a coloring book. And this mat comes with it. So you can draw on the screen yourself, or you can scan something from this mat. So this is a scanning. Now wait just a second, because it will scan it right up into the machine. And then there's my little bunny. Here he is stitched out with quilting. And here he is all filled with pretty colors and stitched out. Isn't that amazing? And you can do that with all sorts of fun images and drawings. I have my grandchildren's handwritings on little bags for them and for myself. And it's just a fun. Here's another one. I'm going to have you, don't look at the back side of that one. Look at the front side of the carousel ponies. And then here's the carousel ponies. There's one in just red work, and then one with all the colors. And I love the way they turned out. They're so crisp and clean and clear. And I'm trying to get it so there's not too much reflection for you. Hopefully you can see that. And if you can't, then you should just come to the show and see them, because they're really fun. And we'll let you see them closer there. All right. So those are the two big things I wanted to show you. I also wanted to show a couple of little things, because this is where this baby really shines, is when you're wanting to do tiny little things. And yes, this was done on the 10 needle. You see that little baby shoe? And it could say first step. It could have the child's name. And there's so many fun things that you can do. So if you had this machine, you'd be doing baby shoes too.
What else should I?
What do you think about that, Angela?
I love it. I love it. That little shoe. My sister's twins are 3, and I'm like, oh, that's so cute. I love it.
It's a fun one, isn't it?
So, Coleen, you were talking about my design center. And I saw some of the questions on here, and somebody was asking that scanning feature, does that work on the Luminaire too? Yes, it does. So some people are more intrigued. They're like, which one? Well, I would do both. I'd get both. Because Luminaire, I would be embroidering and sewing, and then the 10 needle, it would never stop. But can I show them something really quick on the Luminaire, which is very similar to your screen. I don't know if they might be able to see it. I'm just going to show them something on my design center. And for those of you, like what Coleen was just showing you, basically the possibilities are endless. But you scroll down here into my design center. Oh, I don't even know it was in my memory. How does it even remember? I haven't had this on for a little while. Oh, it sure does. Oh, I remember this. Goodness, I haven't used it in that long. I had little Minnie and Mickey in there in this beautiful fish thing. So I'm going to clear this and just show you, similar to what Colleen's talking about, how easy it is to use this. And I know a lot of you say, Brothers, of course, I'm a brand ambassador, so I'm a little biased, but Brothers machines are so easy to use. So here's something simple, just a flower. And then why don't we add, let me move this up here. We've all talked about mug rugs lately, which is such a great gift, a great gift idea. So here's this, let's see, you have so many different options. You can change things around. You can change the sizes. Let's make that a little smaller. This would be the screen if I scan something in like what she just shared. And why don't I bring in a box? Oh, how about a rectangle? That's not really a box, but it works. And you can rotate it. Again, you have all these options on here. Let's make it larger. There you go. I think you can see that. I can make it a little bit darker. Well, you'll see it here in a second. So if you can't, if it's too light, there's a rectangle. So there's a flower. Now this is the part. There's so many features in here. We could talk about this all day, but my all-time favorite ever since this ever came out is in here, where you can fill it with stippling. And I'll just pick purple for now. Just stippling. I'm not very good at this. Oops, look at, you can also write with stippling. That's not what I meant to do, so I'll undo. And we'll pick the fill, and look at that. So this is what I call quilt embroidery, because that looks amazing when it's done on the machine. It doesn't look so amazing when I do it. So, all right, maybe you don't like that. Well, guess what? There's more options in here. Look at all of these designs that you can choose from. Of course, I'm always going to the fish. Why don't we do blue for fish? Click OK, and look, it fills it with fish. Not into fishing? No worries. I still like you. And here you scroll down, and guess what else is here? All of these. Aren't these cool? Some of these, when I've seen them on bags and stuff, like this looks so rich. I actually did this on a faux leather. I'll pick pink. Doesn't that look amazing? So that's all stitches that would be on there. And then in here, you could actually put somebody's name, something like that. So many different options, but look at all these fills. I just love this. And this also comes in the 10 needle, which you'll see from Coleen. But in case you couldn't see the screen real good, I just wanted to point this out because you don't want to miss this. Of course, if you stop by their booth, you'll see it. But check this out. Isn't it awesome? Some of my favorites. We got roses.
Okay, I'm going to admit that that is truly one of my favorites, and that is on the 10 needle. But I have a secret, and if I tell you, then they'll all hear it, and they'll all know. But the secret is that if you have PE Design 11, you can make all of your own personalized backgrounds for quilting, and they would be used exactly the same way as the ones that are in your machine. So here's one that I did, and I just created little seashells after a beach trip.
That's gorgeous.
So all you have to do is to be able to draw or trace a seashell. Is that fun?
Coleen, that's
I don't
beautiful.
recommend doing this because you will sit down and do it, and you will do like 10 of them because they're so much fun. You're just like, oh, I'll just do one more. I'll just do. Wouldn't it be cute if I did one more? It's a bad thing.
It's so easy, like the
that
TV show.
It's very easy.
So easy.
I have a whole bunch of them here. I don't know where the rest of them are. Oh, here's another one. These are Pacific Northwest ones. So you get the whale, the tree, the apples, and the hearts, because that's where I live. So those are just the 4 little quilt backgrounds that I see what I mean? Don't sit down and start doing it because it just sucks right in.
You can give that to me. Is that not over? That's so cute. I love that.
It's fun. They're
addictive.
really fun.
Because it's so easy to use. Brother makes these products so easy to use. It just allows you to be so creative, right?
So, Coleen, and I have the older 10 needle, and I'm definitely going to be upgrading to the new 10 needle because of the fact I'm used to that old one, but this, and it's not even that old, but it's the last model. The new model is so much like the Luminaire. When I've watched you and watched my friends use it, I'm like, wait, it's like a no-brainer. I mean, they make it where you go from one to the other. Now when I go to the older one, I'm like, oh gosh, I forgot, I don't have that now. And so it just, when technology evolves, why not go with it, right?
Yeah, they're really best friends, and they're so easy to work together. You can just shift back and forth so easily. I think anybody that has a Luminaire ought to have a 10 needle to go with it.
You have to name them differently. So I have a question for you guys. So now, I don't know if everybody knows this, but now with the new Luminaire and the new ScanNCut, they talk to each other. Have you shared that with everyone? Because anyone that's going into business for embroidery or is trying to do vinyl and things like that, this could be amazing.
It is. It is the Wi-Fi send on the 6 needle. It will ding before I'll press ding to send stuff from PE Design, and there's a new transfer program that's actually free, but it will send so fast that I literally have not let go of the computer button where I push send yet, and I'll hear it go ding. And so I'll fix you. I'll send a whole set of designs. I'll send like 10 at a time, and that took like a couple of seconds, and they popped up. It is amazing.
And that's called digital design transfer, right?
Yes.
That's the new download, free download for Brother Machines with YLAN, which is very exciting.
Yeah. So it's a lot of fun.
So exciting. I just wish I was there with you guys. This is going to be so cool. So
come on.
Well, did you know, Angela, that it's National Sewing Month this month?
No. Finally, we have a month. Maybe it's been around forever. I just didn't know it. But we have a month with that. Our names are plastered to it.
And we're at an embroidery show. But it's, go ahead.
Everybody watching, all their names are plastered to this month as well. We all love sewing.
So we have a really great financing offer on all of our machines that we're going to have at the show, because it's sewing month. Callie, are you still with us?
Yes, I'm still here.
Hey! You want to tell us about National Sewing Month?
Yes, so here we go. So we've got a couple things going on for National Sewing Month. So here are 2 of the financing deals that they're going to be running, or that Brother's going to be running. So we've got 0% APR for 36 months on any sewing and embroidery machine over $4,000 with your Sewing and More credit card. And then we've also got this 0% APR for 60 months on anything over $7,000. And guys, these start tomorrow. So they start tomorrow and they last all the way to September the 20th. Wow, September 20th. Time is flying by. Oh my gosh. So that's what we've got going on right now. And remember, that is September 10th through 20th. So it starts tomorrow. Don't miss it.
Yeah, just in time for the show.
Hooray!
That worked out really well.
I have a question. So can we see the booth? I'm dying to see the booth. Can we have a tour?
Let's see the booth.
Of course. I actually have a secondary camera that's hooked up to a different audio. So you can keep that one.
Oh.
And I'd love to walk you around and give you a little walking tour.
Yes, and I know
Awesome.
everybody watching here, especially those that are coming, they'll kind of have a heads up of where to go. I just know in Houston, it's usually a beeline right to your booth to make sure they don't miss anything. You get to play on all the machines, you get to see everything. So I'd love to see the booth. I can't wait.
Oh, thank you. So, like, just like in Houston, we're going to have a virtual aspect, just like here. And yeah, we're actually letting you participate in the show giveaway. So make sure you click that link and register to win that ScanNCut. And I'll go and get my other camera, my mobile camera. And walk
So
you.
Callie, you mean that anybody who's just watching over this weekend can actually enter?
Yes.
So you don't have to be there?
Anyone, you do not have to be there. The link is down in the description of this video. So we've got a job form link. That's it. You fill it out and you're done.
That's
awesome.
awesome.
For an SDX 225F. So it's a fantastic machine.
I agree,
That's
Kelly.
pretty exciting that they don't even have to be here.
Right?
I know.
All right. Let's cut to Barbara over here. We've got Barbara.
There she is.
Oh, look, can you see
Perfect.
me? Oh, I have to
Yeah.
turn the camera around. I'll just have to do it like this. This is our booth. Here's the backstage of our production here that we have. Just so that you guys can see behind the scenes. And yeah, oh, look who's here. Marilyn Orantis. And thank you, Coleen. We're gonna come back. Don't worry. We're coming back for you. This is Marilyn Orantis. Hello. If you've watched the AllBrands show, you might be acquainted with her because she and her husband did a live on the Bernina E16 16 needle industrial embroidery machine.
Yes. And people loved it and somebody bought it that day.
Yeah. Yeah, so you wanted to show it to us real quick?
Sure.
All right, so here's our booth. And Stephen and John, you want to wave to the camera? Y'all are so great, by the way. I just want to thank you for all your hard work today. And Broderick, who's on his way back. So this is it.
You have 16 colors, so you never have to worry about your design having more than 16 colors. You can even go 29 colors because chances are you're going to use the same color twice.
Yeah.
You have a huge sewing field. So the limits are just endless. So many fabulous things you can do with this machine.
So Marilyn, you actually have an embroidery business.
Well, I don't have a business anymore. I'm actually just a trainer.
Just a trainer,
But I
you
do own a machine. I did have a business. I had 2 businesses, and now I'm just an embroidery trainer. So,
Okay, well, we're so happy.
but
to
I
have you.
definitely own a machine. The minute I sold my second business, I'm like, okay, I have to have a machine.
Yeah.
I have to own this machine.
So allbrands.com is actually a warranty center. When you buy a machine from us that has a manufacturer's warranty, you bring it to AllBrands and we will help you with that. So Bernina, you can get training from Marilyn if you opt in for that. And her husband actually travels the country doing service on industrial machines. So that's really exciting. Well, thank you, Marilyn.
See you
Come see
tomorrow.
Marilyn. She's teaching a class. You want to tell us a little bit about it?
I am teaching a class to make patches, how to make patches, so that you don't have to turn any business down at all. You just figure out a way to patch.
Patches are so big right now.
Yes, patches are very popular right now.
All right, so we're going to go over to John F., my twin brother. Hi.
Hi.
Thanks for coming.
Well, thanks. I'm just setting up the technology, getting the POS system set up, and we have the lights set up. And
Yep.
some computer streaming stuff.
Yeah.
So Barbara can have a good show.
Oh, thanks. He keeps me up and running, everybody. So thank you, John. And we'll have more samples here. And Tim from Juki will be here showing the 8-needle Tajima machine. And that's very exciting. So, Callie, do you want a little walkthrough?
Yes, let's see it.
Okay. So here's, I'll just kind of like turn my camera around. Not everyone's set up yet because this is super backstage behind the scenes. But let me know if my camera's shaking too much. But guess who else is here? Durkee, Embroidery Hoops. Angela, what do you think of Durkee?
Love, 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 love. In fact, I have some here that I've been working on. Oh, yes, the hat ones. Yes, those are the best.
Yes, the new one. Oh my gosh. And if you are coming to Houston Quilt Festival, Durkee will be in our booth, and we'll have this whole setup as well. And he has a new frame that we sell on our website. I have to show you. It's amazing. He's okay if I take this off the wall because I'm showing you his product. But these are the new quilting hoops with the clips on it. And they come in all different sizes for the different machines. And maybe I can turn my camera around and show these to you. We showed a different magnetic hoop earlier. So let's see. Settings, camera. Here we go. Back camera. I haven't done this from my phone in so long. Okay, so here we go. Here's the new Durkee frame. And these are some super strong magnets. I don't know if I can do it like on with the one hand, but this is the back. It's that Durkee's wonderful aluminum backing. It's a very good quality. And then these clips hold your fabric in place, and it's a very strong magnet. Like I can't hold the camera and take it off at the same time. But yes, it's a fantastic, fantastic product. All right, so let's go back and I'll show you some more. Just for a moment. Let's see, Brilliance is here. Stalls is here. So many folks. It's very exciting. I know Lisa Shaw is teaching some classes. We sell Brilliance products. Here's the AllBrands booth again. And do y'all want to see some more? Oh, we have
what
a
else
friend
you got,
here.
Barbara?
Let's see. Lace Studios is here. We sleep right here. It's very cute. I know a lot of you have their thread trace, so it's really good to see. Oh, look, this vendor has Embroidery Designs has a brother machine in their booth. Oh, good choice. Fabric Finders is here selling tons of fabric. Everybody's pretty much all same. But yeah, that's a little taste of the show floor. And I know we have a giveaway pretty soon, so maybe we can go back to Coleen and Angela.
Yeah.
I'm excited for the giveaway.
Yes. Guys, so if you haven't yet, please go ahead and like this video, leave us a comment, go ahead and share this video if you're watching on Facebook, or subscribe to our YouTube channel if you haven't already. And all of those will enter you into our $100 gift card giveaway. Also, I just want to point out, we're really close to 5,000 subscribers on our YouTube channel. So that is a huge milestone for us. Thank you all so very much for watching and subscribing. And if you haven't yet, subscribe. We put out awesome content. We're going to have even more stuff for the Houston Quilt Festival. We have so much. Oh my gosh, we have so much. We have so much planned too. So please go ahead and subscribe. That channel is only growing, and it is with all of your help that we have made that channel become such a big encyclopedia of knowledge. All right, so we're back at the 10 needle. And guys, should I do the giveaway now? Is it time?
I think. Well, don't forget to click that link in the description of this video, because we're giving away a ScanNCut, and if you're at the show, you can register here as well. We have a QR code that you can scan for that. Yeah, a link in the description.
Everybody needs right down there. Scroll right on down. All right, so.
Well, Angela, what do you think? We wish you were here.
I do too. I wish I was there. I'd be giving you a big hug. Are we allowed to do that anymore? I don't know. But I'd still be giving you a big hug.
So let's see. Someone is asking us for the link again to that jot form. We will get that down in the chat for you very soon. But all right, I'm going to go ahead and pull a name for our giveaway for our $100 AllBrands gift card.
I got the drum roll.
Yes. Let's get a drum roll going. We are going to pull a random name from a random subscriber or watcher in the chat. And Barbara Karuma. Oh my goodness. Congratulations.
Thank you.
Congrats. Oh my gosh. Congratulations. You have won a $100 AllBrands gift card. So Barbara, if you would, please go ahead and email events@allbrands.com and give us your name, your number, and your address so you can claim that gift card, and we will send that out to you. But congratulations again, Barbara. That is so exciting. Oh my gosh, this is going to be a really exciting weekend. I'm super stoked about this.
We're going to have fun.
I'm going to have to start. You know, I was actually going to work on my taxes this weekend, which sounds really boring. So I'm definitely going to have you and your virtual event on my screen so I can watch, because that'll be much more fun than working on taxes.
Yes.
Yes, it will be.
Absolutely. Oh my gosh. So I think that just about does it for the show today. Oh my gosh, I can't believe it's been an hour already. This is wild to me.
Well, Callie, I just want to say thank you for hosting from Baton Rouge, and Angela, thank you for streaming in live from Michigan. How's the weather?
Awesome. It's like beautiful, sunny fall. Not as beautiful as your beach, though. I'd be all over that.
It's nice. I think we're going to go have some seafood dinner and put our feet in the sand for sure. It's going to be a great time.
Awesome. I love your hair, Barbara. It's so cool.
So guys, we have some folks asking about where this show is. And this Everything Embroidery Market is taking place in Biloxi. I just dropped a link to register for the show. If you haven't yet and you'd still like to go, it's down in the chat. It's in Biloxi, so if you're in the area, definitely register, come to our classes, stop by our booth and say hello. We'd love to see you. And yeah, oh my gosh, I'm jealous about that weather. It's just at the beach, everything. Perfect. Embroidery show, a trade show, and a nice little vacation weekend. All
Somebody's got to do it.
Right? My gosh. Okay. So with that, I think that's the end of our show today. So thank you, Angela, so much for coming on, and thank you, Barbara and Coleen, for streaming in from Biloxi. And with that, guys, I hope you have a fantastic weekend. Please come and see us or register for our giveaway. It's free to register. You don't have to do anything special. Fill out the form. That's it. So with that, we will see you all hopefully in Biloxi. And if not, we will see you at the AllBrands show or on the AllBrands show next Thursday.
Awesome. Right. Bye, everyone. Thank you for
having me.
Take
care, everyone. Bye, everybody.